I am a college dropout. But if you see me in real life, I won't tell you that. I don't tell anybody in the real world that I've dropped out of school to do YouTube full time because that sounds crazy. That there's no safety net there. Where's my pension? Where's my 401k? Everyone's going to be really scared. Like, what if this just doesn't work out? What if you just don't make it? That's what I've heard my entire life when I told people that I don't want to go to college. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to go to college and I'm going to become very successful in life. My 11th grade language arts teacher told me, "That's so sad," when I told her, I don't want to go to college. She looked at me with pity and awe. "Oh, I'm so sorry for this kid. He doesn't want to go to school. That's so sad. He doesn't want to get his education. I feel sorry for this kid." Well, here I am today. Not to be arrogant at all, but I didn't go to college and I'm doing just fine. I'm living my dream life. This is exactly what I've wanted since I was a kid. So in reality, who's sad here? Are you still sad? Because I'm not. I'm not sure why you would have ever been sad for me knowing that I'm going to take a leap of faith and live my dream. Do you know what is sad though? When you have to work for the rest of your life with an alarm clock doing a job that you absolutely hate and despise every single second of. I'm not going to stand up for that shit. If I don't like something in life, I'm going to divorce it. I'm not going to be a part of it any longer, whether it be a friendship, whether it be school, anything that it may be that doesn't bring me fulfillment and joy, that doesn't move me forward in life. Even if it pays good, I'm not going to sit along for the ride. You can't buy me out. I'm not going to sit down every single morning at 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. doing something that I hate because it pays good. Matter of fact, in that exact language arts class, I'll never forget it. In that language arts class, my 11th grade teacher kind of gave us a to debate on. And when we have any chances to debate in school, I get turned up because I know that I'm not going to lose against these sheep. So in my classroom, when we were sitting down and my teacher asked the question, "Is it better to go to college right after high school or should you take a gap year?" That was the topic of discussion, and I knew that I was going to flame anybody in my way. So we had about 28, maybe 30 kids in that classroom. All of them agreed that it was better to go to college right after high school. Right after, you go right into it. And I was the only person, I was the outlier that disagreed and said, "No, maybe you should take a gap year and find out who you are." So the argument went kind of like this. Their point of view was, well, if you waste time, you might not go back to college. You might just get a low-paying job and just stay there forever. It's not going to pay good. It's not safe. You're not going to live a good life because you don't have this and that. And my argument, it was so hard to try to get my point across to people that have a brain the size of a peanut. But the way that I tried to put it was like this. And I wish I could have said some of the things that I said in that classroom. But I looked at the entire class and I said, none of you guys know what you want to do in life. Now, she wants to be a doctor. Why? Because her dad told her that it's going to be a great job. It's going to pay good. It's going to be a safe job. But when she grows older and she realizes that, yeah, maybe I'm getting paid 400, 500K a year, I'm going to be deeply depressed doing something that I hate for the rest of my life. When I have to wake up every single day, I have to go to school for however many years it is to become a doctor after high school. What is it, like 8 to 10 years or something after all that residency BS? So you're going to do something that you don't really want to do, that doesn't make you tick, that you have to wake up in the morning with an alarm clock right by your skull just so that you don't accidentally put it back on sleep and just keep on going. You don't want to do this stuff. But your dad said it was going to be good. But society said, oh, you're going to be a doctor? You're going to be a lawyer? I give you the most respect. And nothing wrong with doing it if you actually enjoy medicine or if you actually enjoy law. If you find it I absolutely love being a lawyer, that's awesome. Go ahead and do it and kill it. But when everybody in that classroom, I looked at them and I said, none of you guys really know what you want to do. None of you guys think and look introspectively. You guys don't know what makes you tick. You guys have been in school since you can remember, since preschool, and you've just been taking these pointless curriculums that the school said was important for you, and now you're going to live a job for the rest of your life, the last, 50, 65 years you have left on earth, if you're lucky, doing something that you don't find fulfilling and joyful. Yeah, it might pay good, all right? Yeah, oh yeah, you might make an extra 100,000 than someone that works a job that they absolutely love. You might make 300-400K a year, but do you know what else pays good? You're a therapist because you're deeply depressed. Every single Friday, she's going to talk to you and tell you everything's going to be okay when you have to wake up the very next morning and go to work because you don't like life. You have to wake up and make the bills happen. You've already spent 10 years in college. You're already halfway through. Might as well just finish it. You've already wasted 7 years, right? You're going to be a doctor in 2 more years. Just go ahead and do it. A doctor that I know in real life actually told me that almost every doctor that he knows, and or even like all the surgeons, they don't really like what they do. It pays good. They dread going to work. And the reason they haven't dropped out and quit yet is because when they were in college, they were like, yeah, I'm already halfway done. Let me just get it over with. And then, but they don't realize there's no such thing as getting it over with. You don't just work and it's over and it's done. So everyone in that classroom that thought it was better to go to college right after high school, it might make sense if you know what you want to do, but I can guarantee nobody in that class knew what they wanted to do. The only thing they knew about themselves was their eye color, their height, and their first and last name. You don't know who you truly are. You don't know why you were put onto this earth. None of you have done any introspective and deep thinking. You don't know what happens after life, and you don't know what happened before life. You have no idea of what's going on in this earth, but you're just following orders by everybody around you. You take no initiative and action on yourself, and you don't go home and meditate. You probably come home from school, do your homework like a good boy or girl, and then scroll through Snapchat trying to get some. But you don't ever truly find success in life. You find no fulfillment. It's all these little cheap thrills. Oh, you get an A+, you're so good. Parents are going to be so proud of you. But what do you want to do? And when I realized all of that, and I said, if people are spending 2 to 4 years going to college, I can spend 2 to 4 years doing YouTube every single day full time, and I can guarantee that I'm going to be successful within 2 to 4 years. I made it in 1. That's it. If you're going to spend that much time going to school, you can spend that much time doing something that you truly find fulfilling. And I'm not saying to drop out for you. That's not my advice. That's not the point I'm trying to get across here. What I'm trying to say is wait a little bit, find what you find fulfilling, find yourself, and then start to pursue that in life. If you're doing things every single day, if you're going to school or going to college or taking classes because your job pays good, believe me, your psychiatrist is going to be getting paid much, much better after you start paying her every single week for all of your weekly visits because you are deeply depressed. It doesn't matter how much you get paid when you wake up and you don't want to live anymore. So to my 11th grade language arts teacher that said, that's so sad, you don't want to go to college. Well, no one's crying anymore. Thank you for watching that video. Stay dreaming, stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.